You've been stuck in this loop for how long? Years, right? Feeling like success, happiness and joy, they're just not meant for you. Watching others live their lives with ease, seeing them bask in abundance. But when you look at your own life, there's that sinking feeling in your gut. It's like no matter how much you logically tell yourself you deserve it, something inside still resists, like you're not worthy. So you keep your guard up. You brace for disappointment, as if failure is just waiting around the corner to knock you down again. But let's break this shit down. This isn't the truth about you. It never was. Imagine this. You've been running around in circles for years, right? Chasing the same thoughts, the same beliefs, like a dog chasing his tail. Each time you come back to that same conclusion, I'm not enough, I'm broken. Life has been hard. So will always be hard. But here's the cold hard truth. Those are just beliefs, not facts. You've been living in a mental prison that you built one brick at a time, believing the lies that you told yourself. So let's flip the script, because it's time. Time for you to realize this. If you keep buying into the idea that life is hard, that success is something that only other people get to enjoy, guess what happens? The universe, that mirror of yours, will keep reflecting exactly what you expect. That's how it works. It's like a mirror. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. You're sitting there, expecting to be let down, disappointed, embarrassed. And guess what? You're reinforcing the belief that failure is inevitable. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what you think is real. Your mind is rewiring itself constantly based on your thoughts, your feelings, and the stories you tell it. When you tell yourself you don't deserve happiness, you don't deserve love, your brain believes you. And every time you think that way, you reinforce the very thing that keeps you stuck. Now here's the thing. What if you made a simple switch? You get to choose. You get to rewrite the story, instead of waiting for the bottom to fall out. Why not start expecting success? Expect abundance. Expect to feel good about yourself. Because when you start shifting your mindset, your body will follow. When you start expecting better things, the universe will deliver them to you. So let's get into it. Why does this work? It's science. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on your thoughts, your actions, and your environment. You've got this tool sitting in your skull, just waiting to be used. Every single time you change your thoughts, you change the wiring of your brain. And the more you repeat these new empowering thoughts, the more permanent the change becomes. Let me hit you with an example. You've probably heard of that annoying friend who always seems to have it easy. They don't get bogged down by setbacks, right? They take risks. They act with confidence. And what happens? They seem to win every single time. Why? Because they're not living in the same self-limiting reality that you are. They believe they deserve success. They expect things to go well. And guess what? Their brain and their body follow suit. Let's talk about fear for a second. You're scared to be relaxed, to be happy, to put your guard down. Why? Because you've been burned in the past, right? Every time you got too comfortable, you got hurt. And now you're scared shitless of doing it again. But here's the kicker. Fear doesn't keep you safe, it keeps you stuck. Fear is a feedback mechanism, not a directive for how you should live your life. What if instead of avoiding the feeling of fear, you ran straight at it, you leaned into it? Not as something that holds you back, but as a signal to grow, a message that it's time to break free from the chains that have been holding you down. I know it's easy to sit here and say, oh yeah, just believe in yourself. But here's the thing. This is a muscle. It takes work. It takes action. It takes breaking through that wall of resistance that you've built. And I get it. It's scary. If it's like stepping off the edge of a cliff and you're afraid you'll fall. But here's what you need to understand. Failing is part of the game. You're going to stumble. You're going to trip. But every time you do, you get stronger. You learn. You grow. Failure is not failure. It's feedback. So the next time you get knocked down, instead of saying, I'm not enough or I'm broken, how about you say this instead? I just learned something. And let me hit you with this hard. If you don't do this, if you don't shift your thinking and your actions, if you keep playing small, you're guaranteeing that nothing will change. You'll stay stuck in that emotional mud, caught in that cycle of negativity. And you'll look back years from now and say, why didn't I change? Why didn't I try something different? And let me remind you, not changing is a choice. That's the karmic loop you keep creating for yourself. Every time you don't act, every time you shrink back, you keep reinforcing the idea that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and that this world is hard. The universe isn't holding you back, you are. But when you finally take action, when you finally embrace the idea that you deserve a good life, that you deserve happiness, that you deserve love, that's when you start to change your destiny. And when you make that choice, the universe responds, people respond, opportunities respond. Your body responds, everything shifts. Now let's get real for a second. You already have the ability to do this. You've done it before, even if you don't realize it. Think about a time when you were truly confident, a time when you felt on top of the world, a time when everything just seemed to fall into place. You were projecting a belief in yourself, whether you realized it or not. Your energy was magnetic. You didn't need anyone else to validate you. You were your own damn source of power. But here's the twist. You can live that way all the time, every day. You don't need permission. You don't need anyone else to tell you it's okay. You're the one in charge of your life. You've been waiting for external validation. But all you need is to validate yourself, to own your worth, and to step into your power. So what will you do next? Will you keep holding on to the belief that life is hard, that you're not worthy? Or are you ready to break through, to shatter those illusions, and take the reins of your destiny? It's all in your hands. Every thought, every action, every shift in mindset. It's a stepping stone. And trust me, it's time to build something new. The question is, what will you create?